Can you solve the 4 fours problem? Hi, welcome to Algebra Examples. Today we're looking at the 4 fours problem. This is going to be part two, so go back if you haven't and listen to the first part where we go through the solution for the first four integers. Let's just remember what the 4 four problems is. So in this 4 four problem, we must have we're going to use 4 copies of the number 4, and we can use, but we don't have to use, we're going to use the operations, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and square root. And we're going to create the numbers 1 through 12. All right, so in part one, we did the numbers 1 through 4. Today we're going to do the numbers 5 through 8, and next week we will finish up with the last few numbers for the 4 fours problem. All right, so remember these are not always the only solutions, there may be more. Let's start out with the number 5. 5 is kind of a nice number. Let's think about it as, we're almost there if we have a 4, and all we need to do is add one more to our numbers. So let's write it out. 4 over 4 to the 4th power. Remember, 4 over 4 is a fancy way of writing the number 1. 1 to any power is 1. So this is going to give us 4 plus 1, which is 5. All right, for the number 6, one of the things that we can do with the 4 fours is you can make a number that is bigger than the one you're trying to create and then cut it down by either subtracting or dividing or taking a square root. In the case of 6, that's kind of where we're going to go, or that is where we're going to go, I should say. So we're going to start off with 4 copies that we're just going to add, or 3 copies of 4 that we're going to add. So that is 4, 8, 12. Okay, to get 12 back down to 6, we need to divide out by the number 2. And we only have 1 copy of 4 left. But isn't it lovely that the square root of 4 is 2 itself? So this gives us 6. Let's look at the number 7. This one is going to be a little bit more straightforward. Right, we have 4 copies of 4 again, so let's make a number that is bigger than 7. We'll start off by 8, and we already noticed that 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1, so let's subtract 4 divided by 4. So that gives us -1. 8 minus 1 is 7. All right, last number that we'll do for today is 8. Again, this one, we want to make something a little bit bigger, and then we're going to cut it down to size. Let's start with something twice as big as 8. Let's do 4 times 4. So it's going to give us 16. So we need to somehow get rid of 8, but we have 2 copies of 4 left over. So let's subtract 4, and we'll subtract another 4. All right, so those are our solutions for the 4 fours problem for 5 through 8. See if you can work through 9 through 12. Feel free to put anything you want in the comments as far as solutions that you find. Remember, there's not always only one solution for these. Thanks for listening.